Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys slept well. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, let's get started. Some interesting stuff came across the desk last night. So, all of these dark skin loving people, all of these dark skin loving people. What are all of these dark skin loving people doing? When it came to Sassy last, when Sassy uh, was shown last the other day. So, is it true that a broke bitch, now a broke bitch who was begging for $60 for her husband's spare tire paid for Sheffy to turn on the camera to show the picture of 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 Sassy. Are we to believe that she had money to pay Sheffy to show what Sassy looked like because she's such a hating ass bitch? Because we know that we have such hating bitches, people that hate people who they feel have a higher stance in life than them, that want to uh you know expose them, and when they don't want to be uh shown, and they don't want to be shown on camera. So, do we have a bitch who don't want to be shown on camera herself, who actually write in the chat that she paid money to Sheffy to turn on her camera to a woman who says that she don't want to be shown on camera, to expose this woman on camera, another woman who doesn't want to be shown on camera, a hating bitch. Is this what we have? Okay, so is this hating bitch such a hating bitch? Is this what we okay? Is this what we have in Pizarro? Okay, so let's not forget that this is black black woman, the black skin warrior. Is this not the warrior of the black skin warrior that we had to have uh so many black skin how many what would we call this? um Excuse me, I just woke up. Let me get my thoughts together. I mean, I just woke up. I'm sorry. I'm late. Uh, what were we, those light skin, black skin uh, things that we had? Um, so many of those things that we've had to have. Um, so okay, let's look at all this stuff we had to have. Okay, okay. If let me see this. What is that? Hold on, hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Excuse me. If you're black with light skin and self confident, you're a colorist. How many of those colorist conversations that we had to have around the Miss Ugly, spearheaded by uh, by um, by Pizarro? How many of those did we have spearheaded by Pizarro? Because the um, she is the speaker of colorism, because she is the Miss Obnoxious Friend. So, and if you're black with dark skin and self confidence, then you're a catfish, because all of the sudden, uh, hold on 1 second. I don't know what's going on over here. I'm sorry. My dog is trying to get out of the room as usual. Because all of a sudden, when we find out, ca- when we find out that when we find out that Sassy has confidence and is a beautiful black person, unlike the Miss Obnoxious, who is a downtrodden, always why don't nobody like me? They don't do me like that. Always me. Oh, oh, Aunt Jemima type old bitch like the Miss Obnoxious. Now all of the sudden, the Miss uh Pizarro is well, Sassy, she is just like the Miss Obnoxious. So now 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 excuse me. Now excuse me. Now you have you have excuse me. Now you have Miss Pizarro out here trying to compare and contrast the two, as if it's a bad thing that Sassy is a dark skinned person. But I thought it was so good to be a dark skinned person. Now all of a sudden it's bad to be a dark skinned person. So excuse me, why is it bad to be a dark skinned person now? Uh, why is it bad to be a dark skinned person? We had all of these things talking about why it's good to be a dark skinned person. Now It's bad to be a dark skinned person, bitch. It's bad to be a dark skinned person. We had all of these things about colorism, and now you the motherfucking colorist, bitch. So okay, so if you black with dark skin and you have self confidence, then you catfishing. If you black and self confident, period, you going to be hated. And yes, some of us is rooted in colorist and self hate. Yeah, and yes, some of this is rooted in colorism, hate, self hatred. Excuse me. Excuse me. 1 second. Okay, let me get my next banner. All right. Nothing is working right with me this morning. Hold on 1 second. So, all right, let me say hello to my people in here this morning. Did any of you guys peep what I'm saying to you guys this morning? Good morning, Dr. Soapy. Good morning, Dovey. Good morning, Miss 313. Good morning, Miss LA. Good morning, Queen Diva. But yeah, I'm coming. Daniel Berry Sports Hot and Highlights, Truth and Reason, Black Pearl, Foot Soldier. Thank you guys for coming. Rachel 703, The Bushes, Miss 313, Blackberry Molasses. I get it from my daddy. Thank you guys for being here. Madison W, just read my book. What is that? Tucci? Life with Jamila. Buddha Bell. Thank you guys for being here. I'm listening and doing my hair, getting ready for court. Uh-oh. Going back to the clouds. Good. Dobie, you getting ready to for court too? Don't be a no-show girl. Aisha. Good morning. Madam Scorpio, Chestnut, Fat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You guys come back. You guys come back and tell us how you fare. You are messy. Brianna busted being shocked. Pizarro ain't paid a dime. Broke begging ass. Yeah, she talked all that motherfucking black woman shit. And then when she found out that Sassy was a darker woman, and then she acting like, oh, I paid her to turn on the camera on her. Sassy dark. Look, she almost as dark as the Miss O. She dark as the Miss O. And then tried to act like it was something shameful when she saw that Sassy was a darker skinned woman, and then tried to act like, oh, look at it. She dark. She almost dark as the Miss O. She dark as the Miss O. She dark as the Miss O. Yeah, you dark as the Miss O, and tried to make it something like it was something to ridicule her about. You ain't nothing but something as dark as the Miss O. Like it was something as like something to be ridiculed about. That's what she used it as, a badge of shame. That's what she was using it as, a badge of shame. Let's be clear. Funky ass bitch. She was using it as a badge of shame. Talking about paid her she paid her to turn the camera on. And then when the bitch begging for a $60 used tire. What is a fucking $60 used tire for a fucking van for her husband work truck? A $60 used tire for a van is trash. So who the fuck she thinks she fooling? Anyway, who else is here? Hey Jake Smith, how are you? Thank you, Ronnie Q, for coming live. Other people recap taking 2 hours to say three sentences, especially with the off topic interruptions. Me too. Well, shit, I was half asleep when I came on, and she acting like being darker skinned and saying bad things. What the fuck? Okay. Hey, Miami Popo. Hey, the Body Electric. Good morning, Ronnie Q. Good morning, Chad. I'm in the clouds. Thank you for being in the clouds. Yeah, my husband came in. My husband came in, and he came back in. He was like, "Do it's time to be on." I was shoot. I was in the clouds today. I was like, totally fucked up this morning. Excuse me. I was like totally spaced out this morning. I apologize. I had to get my head together. Child welfare mentality. Uh, you pay for what you want and then beg for what you need. Um, I hate that bitch. These people uh, need to need to learn to say alive and get alive. Need to say of live and get. Well, they need to say alive and get alive. I'm not sure what you're saying. Um, I'm so sick of retarded ass Pizarro. Okay. Self-loathing Ronnie. Okay. Colorism forms. Yes. I was trying to think of colorism. Yes. That's what I was trying to think of. Learn to live and let live. Okay, that's what you were trying to say. Sassy always says she was a darker skinned woman. Yes. Hey, kind to me, Rascal in chat. You always speak to Rascal. She never pretended to be anything else. Good morning, doll baby. Okay, so what the good morning, good morning, TH. Good morning, Coco. I like Sassy. I don't care if she's albino or or albi what is it? Albil al albino al albil what is it? Albil I think that's albil I know that's of the albil I can't say it albilgeny. I know that's from the white skin from where are they from? I know the white skin from I just can't say the word albil. I know I can't say the word, but I know they're the white skin. Uh, where are they from? And they have the white skin, the white hair, and they are from. Oh, where are they from? I know. Where are they from? But uh, from Australia. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Oh, Al, uh, Al, Al, Bill. I can't. I just can't say the name, the word. Al, 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 Bill. Al, Belgian. I don't know. I have a hard time saying the word. Al, Bill. Al. They're not they're not albinos. Whatever. Yeah, those. Yeah, them. Yeah, yeah. Where am I? Where am I? Let me see. I can't even find where am I. Okay. Okay, for someone to not show their face, she sure enjoys sassy. Uh uh just sick. Pizarro ain't paid a dime, broke begging ass. Thank God Ronnie Q for coming live. Other people oh, I already said that. Oh, I'm way past that. Take a sip of coffee, Ronnie. Haterism. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Red Wings. Sassy is comfortable in her skin, and the Miss O is not. Exactly. Good morning, Miss T Velocity. Good morning, 2300 Jackson Street. Since when did we start taking care of women and their husbands? Good morning, Voodoo. We need to learn how to live and let live. Australian, yeah, Australian. Are they albino? I thought they were something else. Yeah, they are albino. Okay. Albino in. I guess they are albino. The original black skin. Oh, so I thought it was something more, um, a harder word. They're albinos. Goddamn. Yep. Yeah, I knew they were from the white people from Australia. Um, yeah, the albinos. Okay. Hey, Joy Barnes. Thank you for coming. Too early for that word. Okay, this is what I want to. Okay, this is what I want to share with you guys. Okay, I had this chart I wanted to share with you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Hey, get you girl. Hey, Voodoo. Oh, they are the distinct opposite of the albino. Direct opposite of the albino. Oh, I don't. I'm not familiar with them then. Okay, I'm not familiar with them. Good morning, nobody. Babs. Good morning, Dominique Devereaux. The Aboriginals have strong genes too. Who did that? They aren't albinos. Okay, the Aboriginals and the albinos. I'm sorry, I got the two mixed up. It mixed up. So there's the Aboriginals and the albinos. I don't know how I was unable to say the Aboriginals and the albinos. Did you miss? Did you? Did you misspell the word? I'm blaming on you. You must have misspelled the word. It's your fault. It's your fault. You misspelled the word. It couldn't have been me. Because I was fucking up everything. I was fucking up the word A this morning. Because I came in here sleepy as a motherfucker. Great people. Get the likes up. Yes, get the likes up. Aboriginals. Okay, my bad. No, the Australians are dark skinned aboriginals, and the no, the Australians are dark skinned albinos, and the aboriginals are two different subsets of people, generally speaking. But who are the like light skinned people who are like really, really light, like white colored? with black features. Do you know those ones I'm speaking of? They kind of look. It's my fault. What do they call them? What do they call them over here when they are uh, when they have the gene where they're real light? I forget. I'm uh uh when they're real light, and they can't get color in their hair. Uh, I'm having a brain fart. Um, oh my god. Oh my god. But they are not. But in Australia, they're natural. And I thought, oh my god, fuck it. I'm not going there. I'm not going there because I thought that they were. I fuck it. I'm not going there because I thought that that's what they were over in Australia naturally. Albinos, yes, thank you. Albinos and Aborigines. Yeah, see, I didn't want to get them the two mixed up. Shut up, Miss Toby. Ronnie, just Google it, child. Okay, we're not talking about lack of color. We're talking about we're not talking about lack of color. We're talking about we're talking about we're talking about a wash of color. We're talking about having plenty of color. We're talking about this goddamn bitch Pizarro saying that seeing uh, seeing a hint of a hint of sassy and equating her to looking like the Miss O and saying that, oh, look at her. She looked just like the Miss O. She is dark just like the Miss O. And trying to equate seeing Sassy and saying, see, she just like the Miss O, and trying to pit her to being the Miss O's color. So let's see what the colorist warrior had to say about seeing Sassy. Uh, let's see what the colorism warrior had to say about Sassy. Where is my motherfucking here it is. The colorism warrior. What did she have to say upon seeing Sassy? Okay, here's the colorism warrior. She said that I said I paid Sheffy for that camera to turn on. What else did the colorism warrior say about seeing Sassy? The colorism warrior said that Pete, you stop lying. Yes, she does. She black, dark skin like the Miss O. She got the Miss O same skin tone. Why is she so stuck on the skin tone? Let me remove my y'all comments. She is so stuck on Sassy's skin tone. Okay, this is what she is stuck on. Let me show some more of the comments that this cunt is stuck on about Sassy. Um, so what else do we have? Let me see this comment that I highlighted. If you're black with light skin and self confidence, you're a colorist. If you're black with dark skin and self confidence, then you're a catfish. If you're black and self confidence, period, you're going to be hated. And yes, some of this is rooted in colorism, self hatred. Okay, let's see what else I have as a statement, as a as a as something that has been observed about something that has been observed in the beef sector. Uh, this is something that someone has observed in a conversation around Sassy in the beef sector. Um, let's see something else that has been observed in the conversation about Sassy in the beef sector. Let me see. Just another observation when talking about Sassy in the beef sector. Let me find something else. Oh, I'll get to this shit. Out of all the criticism I've heard about Sassy's look, body, or finances, nobody has said that Sassy directly offends them. All I've heard was she bigs up herself too much. She acts like she's better than us. Nobody will outright say that she makes them feel less than. We know that she is the real. We, she acts like. Wait a minute. I need to. Nobody will outright say that she makes them feel less than. We know that. We know that. We know that is the real issue. I guess Sassy should act like the Miss O. Uh, should she be depressed that she is a dark skinned, educated woman of means, just like the Miss O? How dare she be that confident with her skin complexion? So should she act downtrodden? Should she act less than? Should she act depressed and uh you know just a plum fool out here? Would that make people feel okay with themselves if she act like the Miss O? Would that make people feel okay with themselves if she was around here acting like the Miss O? So people should be patting her on her back. Would that make people feel okay with Sassy if she was walking around here like that? Would that make people feel okay with Sassy then? Think about it. But is Sassy having self esteem is a problem? Okay, let's see. Let me see what I found about this. Okay, so okay, I got that one, and I got that one. So let's talk about that. So so we got so then we got Pizarro saying that, you know, gotcha. Sassy is just as black as the Miss O. Gotcha. And she walking around here acting like she's the shit. I got that bitch. I fucking got her. I got that bitch. And I paid motherfucking, I paid that motherfucking bitch, that motherfucking bitch who ain't even got shit. I paid the bitch who is a motherfucking charity case, who sassy, who sassy is who's collecting to send her to Vegas. That fucking charity case that Sassy paid Mercy to send on a fucking vacation. I paid that bitch to put her on camera. I paid the bitch who Sassy is showing Mercy to take on a fucking take to a restaurant to show her Mercy to feed her a 5 course meal. I paid that sully ass bitch to just put her on camera and just be the sully ass bitch she is, and uh, put her on camera as fodder, and to show her on camera, and she's such a gully ass bitch that she'll do it. And look at what we got as fodder for the beef sector, because we such low bottom ass bitches. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Now, these women have agreed that Sassy does not want to be on camera. Now, you are so broke that you cannot afford to go to Vegas. You have agreed that she does not want to be on camera. I don't know why she doesn't want to be on camera. Maybe it's because of her job. You don't have a job that would afford you to go to Vegas, and even if you did, the people who the Vegas trip for, one of the main people don't want you to go to Vegas, but you want to insist on going. So somebody has made it affordable for you to go. But what do you do to that person? You scheme and you scheme to get them on camera for who in the beef sector, because you're so you're so disgusting. What is going on here? So I understand now that Sassy has the good sense to have decided to not allow her to go to Vegas anymore. So, what do you guys think of that? I understand that she has reneged this Vegas trip from her, and she is. I hope she takes the whole flight from her. Uh, I hope she. It's my understanding that she is taking the hotel from her. Uh, yeah, she is. Sheffy's trash. I really hope she takes uh, the whole flight and everything from her. So I want to know what you guys think of that. Yes, I heard that she's cut the trip from her. I'm shocked. Okay, Ronnie Q No One talks about how Sassy put over $100 towards that trip. Weirdo shit. Okay, so uh, I heard yesterday on T Velocity that she's taking the trip back. Um, and for some reason, T Velocity thought that no, she shouldn't, and she is losing uh, upwards of $1,000, and she's like, okay, she's fine with losing, but she's just gonna lose out because it was a package trip, the hotel and the trip, but and she's gonna pay back the people who uh cash out for the trip, but she's gonna lose out whatever, but she's gonna cash out them back and lose out on whatever. And T Velocity was like, no, you should just go fuck that. This bitch sitting up cursing her out and saying fuck Sassy. I wouldn't let her go on a goddamn. You think I would let her? No, I wouldn't let her go on a motherfucking trip. Would you guys let her go on a trip? What would you guys do? Would you guys let her go on the trip? I thought it is bundled, and she said that she would be losing out on approximately a thousand. She thinks she will be losing out on approximately $1,000. She said she think she would be losing out it on approximately $1,000 because she will be cash apping back the people who paid for the trip. I don't know how that's working. She's not sure. She doesn't seem like she's sure herself. She will be cash backing back the people who paid for the trip, but she still thinks she will be in the red. Stay home with Wes. Good morning. Okay. There was no way that lady walked across a freeway. She did not walk across that freeway. Walking across the freeway meant walking across the overpass of the freeway. That means walking across the bridge, across the overpass of the freeway. It didn't mean walking across the lanes of the freeway. When they say walking across the freeway, it doesn't mean walking across the actual traffic lanes of the freeway. That when they say you walk across the freeway, it's the bridge of the freeway. If she don't get a refund, let her go. Uh, let her go of getting the refund full. Wait a minute. If she don't get a refund, let her go of getting refund full cancel. What? If she don't get a refund, let her go of she getting. I don't understand what you're saying. Hit the link of a cruiser. That don't make sense what you're saying. I put the link in the I put the link in cruiser. Cruiser, that's you.
Yes, good morning.
Hey,
You,
cruiser.
you know my chubby fingers be typing bad. I was saying that if she is getting a refund, I thought that Southwest gave cash refunds as long as you cancel like 10 minutes before they start boarding, or the day of the day, at least an hour or so before they start boarding. But to my understanding, it's if you buy business class, or if you buy what is that other one? Want to go somewhere tickets. Then they do refund and give you your money back. I was saying if she's going to get her money back, then she should cancel it. But if she's not going to get her money back, I'm a person, I hate waste. I hate to buy something and just throw. I just hate throwing away money. I can't stand it. So if she ain't going to get her money back, then I would just let her go, and the whole time just you know talk trash about it. I don't know. But there ain't no use in wasting all that. She done took up the funds, bought the ticket, did the whole bundle thing, just to throw that all away, because she's mad would be crazy. But if she getting her money back, and you don't want the girl to go, then cancel it.
Well, she did mention something about wanting to give the people who cash app their cash apps back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And like I think what she was saying that she would lose is because if she cancels and she don't get her money back, she's still going to give the people their money back anyway. So that means it's just going to be, a loss to herself.
Well, how would it be a loss to herself? That's what I didn't understand. How if
Because
she
if she don't get the money back from Southwest and she
uh-huh,
cancels, she still got to give those people her money back, their money back.
mm-hmm,
So let's say if she collected 600 dollars from people, and she
mm-hmm,
send them all back that $600, and Southwest don't pay her, then it's
mm-hmm.
a loss. I mean, she
Right.
didn't use the ticket, and she gave the people their money back.
All right. She said she was going to give the people their money back. She said she was going to give all the 40 people their cash app.
Right. So yeah, and the only way she don't lose is if Southwest gives her money, give her the money back.
But you said even if it's a bundle, they will give the money back, or
From what I
it's
from
a
what I read, I've only used Southwest one time before, but I remember when I bought my ticket, they said something to the effect of if I canceled 10 minutes before boarding time, that you can request a cash refund. Like, when I say, if you buy it on the credit card, they put it back on your credit card.
mm-hmm. Okay. Well, hopefully, she gets her money back. Hopefully, it works out.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like she was sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it sounded like to me yesterday when she was talking to Miss T Velocity that she wasn't sure about that. But I'm sure she probably, call or look it up today to make sure.
Okay. And what did you sound? What do you? How do you feel about her sounding so sure after having that conversation and having that attitude towards Sassy and talking to Sassy in that way and saying, well, I'm going to Vegas, having the attitude, well, I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah. I just thought, okay, let me first say, I'm not on either of those ladies' side. Neither one. I can give them both, you know, an opinion that neither one of them probably wouldn't like, my opinion of it. But listen, I ain't give nothing, so I can hold it. But having said that, I think if I got into it with somebody because I felt like they did me wrong, like they did something to me that I didn't care for, and then they trying to rub it in my face. I'm going anyway. I'm going anyway. I probably would feel the same as Sassy, going
Mhm.
nowhere. I, you ain't. You think you're gonna be talking trash to me, talking and acting crazy with me, and you still try to think you're gonna be going to Vegas on my dime? Hell no.
But could you ever put yourself in a position to be talking shit to somebody and think you're gonna just go on I could never put listen. But see, because I'm not that type of person to uh try to take a trip on somebody. I would never be comfortable to think that I'm gonna be on getting on a plane. I would never put myself in a position to be out of town and expect that the plane is gonna be there for me to even get on. I would never be comfortable that, oh, I'm gonna be out of town and I'm gonna be able to get on a plane. I'd be scared to do that.
Yeah,
Would
because
you?
that is some bold entitlement. Because a real mean person that they have absolutely no conscience at all, which is probably a good bit of the beef sector, let you get on out there and won't let you get out there and cancel it. And don't have no room and no way back. How
No,
about
I
that?
couldn't do that. And think I'm gonna have a hotel and lay my head in. I couldn't even do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hmm. I
yeah.
got somebody
And
else.
I certainly, knowing that I'm going to a trip and that she have, that she being sassy have, she holds the ticket. She holds the power of the ticket because she purchased it. She knows the confirmation number and all of that. And
Hold on,
mm,
Cruz. I have some people in the back. I want to
okay.
let them up. Silky Black,
Good morning, ladies.
hold on. Bat,
It's me.
okay. Okay, ladies. Go ahead, Cruiser.
Morning, ladies. So yeah, I mean, I think that when that whole situation went down, knowing that somebody had my ticket, knowing that they, you know, put themselves out to sponsor me, take up money from me, buy me the ticket and everything, I ain't gonna kiss your ass, but I am gonna say, you know what? I'm not gonna go on any panels. I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm gonna keep this between me and them. When things cool down a little bit, maybe we could talk about it. But I certainly wouldn't have been. My first thing wouldn't have been to run to panels and talk trash and try to tell my side.
Mm-mm. I
But
ain't either.
I don't like to put myself in the predicament. And this is something I was trying to say to her, uh, to Sheffy yesterday on Miss T Velocity panel. I don't like to put myself in a predicament where I'm in a predicament where I have to feel like I gotta I gotta chill out because they got my, whether I'm going or not, in their hands. I don't like nobody having nothing over my head, owing, being in their debt that they
Mm-hmm.
carried me. I just don't like that feeling. But some people don't mind that. I can't stand it.
Mm-mm. Okay, Silky Black, what do you want to add? Silky Black?
Okay, I'm sorry, I had to unmute. This is what I came to add. Good morning, everybody. This is what I came to add to your discussion this morning. And I am one that donated to Sheffy going on this trip because I wanted her to just experience going somewhere, different. I wanted her to enjoy Vegas, which I've did many times. I'm very disappointed in this because I feel like that phone, from what I looked at, it shouldn't have even been played with in that manner because I'm going to respect you enough to honor whatever your request is from me because of what you did for me. She, it was a lot of this vacation because of what Sassy promoted for her. Not that Sassy put all the money to her, but just that she got it together through the sector. And because of that, any any rules or anything I just wouldn't have did to step outside those boundaries. And then to be hitting all these panels talking shit, I just, yeah, I would take it if I could. Absolutely, I would. And that's what I
Now,
had.
now, being the fact that she was not even wanted on on the trip in the first place, how does that make you feel?
See,
Because let's
I
be
wouldn't have
clear.
went. I wouldn't have even accepted nobody having to pay for me to go nowhere.
Well, let's be clear. This was Nessa's and Lemon's trip in the first place, and Lemon did not want Sheffy to be on the trip in the first place, and Sassy uh, uh, thought that since Sheffy wanted to go on the trip and of made it possible to go on the trip, uh, so and then she still, made an ass of herself. So how does it make you feel on top of that as well?
Like I made an ass of myself. Like
Okay.
even donating to that. Because if you look at like we should have knew.
Okay. Okay. So Babs, what do you want to add?
I'm gonna drop down because I gotta leave to go to work.
All right. All right. Thank you for
Yeah, have
coming
a
up.
good
I
and
appreciate it.
thank you for having me.
Thank you. Babs, what do you want to add?
No, I was just agreeing with y'all. I can't see myself at this point, even when I was younger, going on a trip where I didn't have complete control of everything. I wouldn't even leave my dang bedroom for that, you know? Like
Mm-mm.
you putting yourself in a really precarious situation. Cause what if none of this had happened with the camera and all that sort of stuff, but the person you in the B sector, the person just sat there and set out to embarrass you. So you get to the
Mm-hmm.
airport, you sitting there going live trying to talk about your experience, and next thing you know, they say your flight was canceled. I wouldn't have never done that in the first place. But then given everything that happened, as soon as the cancellation was mentioned or threatened, I wouldn't be trying to figure out whether or not the person was going to follow through on that. I would just stay my butt home. Like what's so bad about not going?
And it just really shows why uh this person was not wanted on the trip in the first place. It just really shows why uh, she wasn't wanted on the trip in the first place.
And, and I'm glad you said that because I recall that Yaya and Sassy. I don't know whether that this was the original or whether this was the beginning of this disagreeing. And I remember Sassy went over to Lady Nika's and said that she was upset about people who didn't come out to support her initiative or what she was doing. And this is why people did. It wasn't Sassy they wasn't supporting. It was this they wasn't supporting.
Hmm.
I go over there and I like to hang out with Chat Rep. I think her trolling is entertaining to me. She makes me giggle, but I think she be trolling. I think she be playing a role, just like the person that just said. And I wanted to hear from the people who supported it and actually gave to it. Those are the people I wanted to hear from it. So I was glad that Silky Black came up. But she said that she did it because she wanted to see see Sheffy go somewhere. Well, Sheffy's been to Vegas. Sheffy's been to Vegas. Bruce has never been to Vegas. Sheffy's been out of the country. There's a lot of people in the beef sector that's never been out of the country. Sheffy has. So Sheffy, her trolling and the little stuff that she do, in my opinion, be little games she playing for entertainment or whatever, makes people think that she's not done this, she's not used to that, she's not accustomed to this or that, and I think that's just all a role in a play. But God, what was my original thought? Oh, but a lot of us would like. I remember, Sassy had asked me, and I said, and I know she probably was thinking, "Hey, Cruz is stingy or acting whatever." Because I said, "Shit, no." When she asked me, "You want to donate?" Hell no, ain't gonna donate. Because I've seen how Shelby's act before with donations. She have this sense of entitlement. She's not very grateful, and this is how she act. Like it just gotta happen, and it's just unfair if it's taken away from me. She don't understand that when you're taking from people, you're giving away your power.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Sheffy. I'm just not a fan, and you guys are of the know. I don't care for anything of Sheffy. You guys have this knowledge of she's been this place, she's been that place. I don't see her of being any place. She seems like she's unaccustomed to anything to me, and I don't know of her to be gone any. I don't know anything about her, so she seems unaccustomed to anything. She seems like she's unaccustomed to anything, because the way that she seems like she is groveling for money, the way she seems like she is greedy for money, that she wants to get money from any way that she can, and it's just unbecoming to me, and I just don't like it, and it just turns me off, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's the thing overall to me. You shouldn't be that comfortable putting yourself at other people's mercy. Because one is fickle. That other people's mercy is going to can switch up on you at any second. And two, you gotta have some pride about yourself. There's no way I'll be sitting here with someone who I felt condescended to me or talked nasty to me the other day and still wanted to go to something that they help finance. You got to have some pride about yourself.
I wonder, Chevy gonna be real mad at me now. I wonder if I used to be the kid that wasn't satisfied with anything. My parents, the more it seemed like the more they gave me, the more I wasn't satisfied. And I remember my mom, when I was 15 years old, she got me a 1974 Ford Pinto. Y'all know I'm 54, so I'm old. 1974 Ford Pinto. That was in 1984. And when I first got the car, I was glad to have it. What other 15-year-old got themselves a car? But by the time I was like 16, I started complaining about it. It was embarrassing. It was brown. My seat, had to have something behind it to hold it. And I just wasn't, I just complained about the car and about the car. And then I would drive my mom's car and, and hide the car and all that. My daddy did. My daddy used to work with this man, this guy who worked with him, who was in school, and he worked full time and went to college and caught buses and caught rides and walked. My daddy gave that car straight over to that guy
Mm-hmm.
because I was one that wasn't satisfied, felt like things was owed to me. I had this sense of this bold sense of entitlement. I just can't believe you're making me drive this car. And I would be talking to my parents all crazy. I don't want to drive that car. It's not fair. Honey, I came home one day, I was driving my mom's car to school and came back home one day and my mom was like, bring my car home. I got to do something, something, something. So I'm thinking I'm just going to come and jump in my little Pinto and go back to where I was. And that sucker was gone. My daddy said, oh, I gave that car. I gave that car to Steve. Honey, that was a lesson for me very early. And I tell that to say that I do believe that Chef has done all the things that she said she's done. She lives there with her mom. It seems like she has had things given to her. So she should feel like they should continue to give to her. But at some point, you have to learn a lesson. And I think right now is a good time to start learning a lesson, or she's going to always find herself in these predicaments. Time for her to grow up.
Okay. I agree. I agree. I agree. Do you have anything else to add, Babs?
No, it just sucks to have to learn a lesson on a big old platform like this. Folks sitting here basically humiliating you. But that's kind of the position she put herself in. So it is what it is. You were saying you're not a fan of Round. I ain't no big fan of either of them. So it is what it is about that part. I would never put myself in that position, and I hope she learns to not do that to herself again. And that's it.
It would be nice if I had told that story to tell this and forgot. Y'all know I be done forgot stuff. It'd be nice if Sassy can find somebody to transfer that ticket to.
Yeah, well, in the scheme of things, I cannot, my mind cannot get around the fact that somebody keeps coming up, but I don't see them. I keep hearing someone come up, but I don't see anybody being added. I hear it, but I don't see you coming up. Uh, I can't fix my mind around you guys saying this is somebody travel or this, that, and the other. But at the same time, they are trying to get all these money schemes, and they are trying to get people to finance them on food contests and stuff, and taking the cash apps and buying the food on food stamps. This woman is using food stamps, so I'm not buying it. She's on food stamps. No, I'm not buying the life that you guys are presenting. I'm not buying. I'm seeing a woman who wears muumuus, who have sheets up to her house. These words that you give me don't equate to what my eyes see of this woman. You
If
understand
I
what I'm
didn't know
saying?
people if I didn't know people personally like her, I wouldn't believe
Uh-huh.
it either.
Yeah, so that I hear the things that you and Sassy say, but what my eyes see of this woman, it doesn't equate. Yeah, yeah.
The difference between me and Sassy is I know of people that's personally that's like her, and I would never give them anything because it's not going to help them.
Mm-hmm.
But Sassy, on the other hand, feel like, well, if I show her this or show her that or allow her this, allow her that, it's going to help her. So that's the difference. I don't think that any of that's going to help her.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Aisha?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good
All right.
morning.
All right.
Good
I've been
morning.
listening all morning, Miss Ronnie Q or whatever. And well, I've been watching the whole thing unfold. I don't, yeah, vicariously. I think that chat rep, her particular brand of trolling or whatever, like I peeped her a long time ago. Her and it was her, Brianna, and I think Epity on a panel, and I went up because we were speaking about something social. But I let chat rap, I can see you, baby. I see you. She her trolling style is to kind of, to me or whatever, she likes to lead one to believe that she is quite, just super duper, just the most stereotypical, like, almost like the big version of a sexy red. However, I know, just from the way that she kind of does things or whatever, it's too much that contradicts that persona that she tries to put out. But I think, the young lady just said something about, having more pride about yourself. But I want to point out that we are in the beef sector, and there's no shame. There's also no pride. There's not, not a lot of accountability. There's not, like, so that I don't, like, it is what it is. Our chat rep did what she was supposed to do. However, she also thought that she was, a lot smarter than the average bear. Now on Sassy, her toxic trait is to be as condescending as possible and do nice things or whatever. Like I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with that sensation because I know I can be that way sometimes too. Like I'll like kind of set you up to be wonderful and try to show you nice things like a pimp or something, and then and I have no problem with falling back because it makes me feel good about myself. Like, you can't do this for yourself, so watch me do it. And Sassy has that type of aura about her because like it's
Baby,
gonna
she
be
said like a pimp.
Oh, she said
like
you can't do it for yourself, but watch me do it for you.
yeah, like and so I'm familiar. I'm growing and I'm learning or whatever, and I'm a work in progress at all times. So I do recognize that about myself. So I have, tried to curtail that because it's not when it's all said and done or whatever. I'm not rich. I can't afford all the stuff that I be doing, but my pride and the way I'm set up and I'm not a beggar. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I will starve to death. I will. Yeah, I'm not. That's just the way I am. I'm very stubborn. However, there's a lot of people on the beef sector. So when you have a person like, personality like Sassy, the folks is like, yeah, you run that because they don't care. They're gonna take whatever you give them. There are people on here talking about they work full-time jobs, still begging people for stuff all day. There are people saying that they have husbands and functioning households where everybody is working and doing their thing, but they do not mind getting up on here asking perfect strangers for help with lunch and things like that. That is crazy to me. But to each their own. However, so in the case of Sassy and Chat Rep, I just think that they both thought they were smarter than one another, and they both messed around and because to me, I feel like now the difference between me and Sassy is that because I didn't put any money in on it. I'd have just let it go, and I'd have fell back. I'd have gray walled the hell out of Chat Rep. She wouldn't, yeah, you would have never heard from me. I'd have blocked her from my phone, blocked her from all social media, whatever. And like, it is what it is. I did what I did. So I wouldn't, I don't necessarily have a very vengeful heart in that manner where I'm going to take back what I gave you because that takes away from, I can do it. Like to me, that's yeah, that's just not something I would do. My uppity and like me believing that I'm better than you would not allow me to take it back from you. I'm not doing it. You would have to give it back. I'm not taking it back because those who know me, who I've done that to, they will just return stuff. Like I don't want to owe you nothing, even though I'm not going to badger you, but I know that you're going to know to your dying day what I did for you and that the fact that you couldn't pay me back because you a lowbrow bitch. Excuse my French early this morning, but that when I get my bag, I will. Yeah, I can be quite. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at you. You're in a bad way. Let me go on and help you real quick. Especially if you think that, like, I think all throughout this ordeal, with Sassy talking to her in the manner that she was, as if she wasn't speaking to another grown ass woman that she's only about maybe 4 to 5 years older than, and just talking super crazy to baby girl and chat rap. I think that she put all of that in her mental Rolodex, all of that to to make it up to this point. Absolutely, like I knew that chat rap wasn't going to let that go. She was
but
not going to let that fly.
but
She was
that's
not going
how.
to.
But
And
wait a
Sassy,
minute. Well,
I'm
wait
sorry.
a
Go
minute.
ahead.
Wait a minute. That's how she talked to her all the time. That's how she talked to everybody in the whole beef sector all the time. So it's not like she talked differently into anyone all the time. So if you're dealing with her, that's how you dealing with her all the time. So I'm not dealing with Sassy in any interpersonally way.
I think that Sassy, because I listen to everybody when they talk or whatever, and I ask them for the most part. Chat Rap is a Sagittarius. Sassy is a Scorpio.
Cancer.
Oh, she's a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, they're super sensitive. Oh yeah. So her having the mouth that she got, bless her heart. Well, she and I, the conversations that we would have, I would, unfortunately or whatever, because you can't talk to me that way. That's unacceptable. That's not
Mm-hmm.
doable. And and just I read books too, baby. I got a job too, baby. You know what I mean? Like everything that you're doing, I'm doing too, or whatever. So I'm not going to allow you to, come into my inner circle and speak to me in a manner where you feel like you have some sort of ascension over me, especially on the World
Mm-hmm.
Wide Web, where everybody, and so like I think that also Sassy could really, I need her to be a little bit more introspective and perhaps look inside of herself a little bit and maybe come down off her pedestal real quick. Like I need her to step down and gain some humility. I think that would be a blessing for her. And I think that she should moving forward really think about how she approaches people. And if you feel like you're in a situation or you're in this arena where everybody is just a lot lower than you, I don't even trust in it. I don't even trust folk like that because I don't want to be surrounded by people who I feel are low. Like I'm trying to strive for better. So I prefer to be around people I can learn from, people that I
There you
admire,
go.
people who are
Mm-hmm.
accomplishing things. And so I
Mhm.
I, I have to question a person who considers themselves of an upper echelon, however, surrounds themselves in the muck and mire of what they consider to be ghetto gutter snipes.
What do
So
I gain from being around people who
Right.
are only lower than me?
yeah, I don't
And I
like
like the
that.
fact that you said consider to be. Y'all know I love examples. I love experienced examples. Last
Yeah.
week I was sitting at the table with someone who said, listen, I'm just gonna ask y'all straight out. No. Which fork or which eating utensil do I use first? That person, I'm sitting at the table who's asking me that, but this was a person who's on airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear what I say?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not say they really on the airplane. So we can't assume anything about anybody, what their education is, what they have, what they don't have, what they experience, about what we see here in the beef sector, or because like that we know something that they don't know. We make a
Yeah.
lot of assumptions here around in the beef sector,
Mm-hmm.
which makes me
Mm-hmm.
giggle a lot of times when I see certain people say certain things. I kind of giggle to myself because I'm thinking, wow, you really assuming a lot of stuff. And maybe that's just, maybe that's just their personality. But it was a question I had for one up or everybody
But
because I'm confused
what?
about
Wait a
it.
minute. Wait
Go
a
ahead. I'm
minute.
sorry.
Let me ask you a question. Isn't it? Don't you use from the left to the right, and the dessert one is on the top?
Yeah, you started from the furthest away from your plate.
Right.
And yeah, and the dessert ones are at the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you work, outside in. But again, I mean, these days people don't even know the difference between casual dining and actual fine dining. So, that's neither here nor there. But I had a question for one up and the people in the chat because this is something I never did get the understanding of. So they're saying that it's Sassy's fault that Sheffy's information was seen, her phone number and her full name. But wasn't it Sheffy the one that was holding the phone, or was Sassy holding the phone while
Sassy
she
was
was
holding
reading
the
the card?
phone when the gift was shown and the card was shown.
Now, has Sheffy been complaining about people blowing up her phone and playing on her phone,
Don't
or
nobody want to call
okay?
Sheffy,
So I
and
don't.
but Sheffy can change her phone. Sassy can't change her face. So give me a fucking break.
I
Who
think
gives a fuck?
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
like
was
give me a fucking
inconsequential.
break.
And when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
yeah
like no, like that's like apples and fucking yeah. And she's like, and when she complains about it, she never says people been blowing up her phone. So like, give me a fucking break about that bullshit. And she ain't been saying, and people been blowing up my phone. Never said it.
I am also very surprised at the fact that, leading up to this moment that we've come to, and pretty much everybody, kind of had an idea that this would happen in some sort of manner. That, Sassy was forewarned by, our gracious griots and our elders who do have a little bit more sense than the average or whatever. However, Sassy is a believer that she herself is an exception to, life's lessons and rules, and that perhaps Sheffy would not be the scorpion that was on the frog's back and, getting them across the lake or whatever. And I say to that also, whatever, like I really would enjoy, Sassy is a beautiful, intelligent, I'm assuming hardworking Black woman. However, I think that this here situation really revealed a lot of her insecurities and her weak spots. And I'm sad for her because I know she's feeling it. I mean, because I personally would not, I don't think I would have reacted or whatever. If I am the bad bitch that I claim to be, and a picture is caught of me and this, in Perry's Steakhouse or whatever, my fine, fine wear, my fine dining, I don't think that I would have been as upset or, trying to, gaggle or haggle some sort of agreement where we get on live and, and make play and get along to, get, okay, I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, y'all better take these pictures, put them all over the place, hang it up on the wall. And so I think that, and I understand that she wanted to maintain a level of anonymity. However, I don't know. I don't know because we also build these characters and allow them to build their narratives around who they are as avatars and as characters within the beef sector. I can't say I don't really Sheffy like to me or whatever. I see her. I know who she is. She showed me. She told me. She like that's what she has done. So for anybody to step into the realm of Sheffy and think that they were going to somehow make some sort of big, reveal and like, look what I did, look what I made, look, like she's a grown ass woman and and she grew up as an only child. So a lot of her selfish and temper tantrums and thinking everybody needs that like that's because she didn't grow up with siblings. She, she had cousins and things or whatever, but for the most part, I'm assuming that her mother and father, just made sure Sheffy had whatever Sheffy wanted or whatever, like, and so she has a very hard problem with things not going her way and people not focusing and harnessing all their energy and emotion onto, however she's feeling. And so, and again, this is just me observing and listening to what the folks are saying. So, I just feel like chat rap is chat rap. However, Sassy being, of better ilk, I think that she should have known better. And yeah, shame on you, baby girl. Hopefully that you've learned this lesson. I really, but she's very also, very stubborn, and I'm gonna do what I want, and I'm sassy, and that's fine too, baby girl. But you're looking crazy out here in these streets. Mm-mm. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for letting me speak. I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Well, thank you. I
You made a
appreciate,
whole lot of good points.
you sure did a whole lot of good points. It's always good having you up.
All right, thank
It's
you.
Can I
always
say
good
something real
having you
quick?
up. Yes, you can.
Just somebody said that they believe that Sassy showed a picture before. She had her picture as her avatar before, or whatever, right? So
Yes.
it might not be about anonymity, but at that particular moment, if she did it, I don't know that she would have to be insecure to not want to be on camera at that restaurant. It just, she if at that particular moment she didn't want to be on camera, there doesn't even need to be reasoning behind it. Just that's something
It
that should be respected.
it should be respected if it was agreed among these two women that, hey, I do not want to be on camera. If it was agreed, hey, naturally lux, naturally lux, naturally lux.
Oh, hello. Good morning, Ronnie Q, and to the
Hold on,
panelists.
one second. If it was agreed amongst those women that she would not be on camera at night, she should not have been on camera. Go ahead,
Yeah.
finish bats.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I was saying. She could have shown her image a billion times before. If she didn't want to be on camera in that particular moment, she just didn't want to be on camera, and that's her right. And
Period.
I don't agree that her card, her number and stuff being showed is inconsequential because it's at that point. She ain't want. I don't think she wanted that information out there. So at the end of the day, it should have been out there. But I don't think that Sassy did that on purpose. So it is what it is. You know.
All right, Naturally Lux, what you want to add?
Good morning to you, Babs, and to the chat.
Good morning.
I know some of it because I've been off and on a lot, but and I want to say, for me, I don't know if I would have done it. Like took someone. Well, no, I've had meetups before where we didn't know people, so let me take that back. I like Sassy and I like Sheffy. I heard part of James this morning when I was getting dressed, and I tell you, I definitely agree. I come from an old school. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking, for me, I'm thinking maybe Sassy didn't want to be seen because of her career. And a lot of people do hold clearances or certain things and they don't want to see for whatever reason. But again, if somebody did something for me, I was always raised that if someone does something for you, even if it's something that you don't like, they give you a gift that you can't use, you don't like, you show appreciation for it. You don't go, and I'm not being mean, but that's just the way I was grown, that's just the way I grew up. And you don't go around making it worse by getting other people aboard and knowing that they're going to put in opinions about somebody they don't like, or maybe they don't like her, and make it worse. I believe they could have worked it out, maybe, if they had talked, but with all of the exposure, everybody putting in their opinions, this is where we are. But if somebody gives you something, I mean, being ungrateful, there's another time, you're going to reap what you sow. So you may think you've gotten over on them, but it's going to come back on you. And to me, just being ungrateful, I don't care if you are an only child. When my mother remarried, my brothers went back to my dad. They didn't want to live in that town. I had to grow up like an only child. I didn't like it, but I had to learn how to get along with everybody. And it's not always about me. And listen, so we all can learn how to exist in this chaotic world. So that's no excuse. And it's just unfortunate about the whole thing. But if somebody did something for me, I'm gonna show a better attitude than that. That's all I gotta say. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.
What?
Thank you, Ronnie. Huh?
You're welcome. One I was talking to Sheffy actually had a horrible attitude. She had a really disgusting attitude. She lied. She showed. She made sure. She got her on camera. She had a disgusting attitude. I don't see how you say that she had a good attitude. She had a disgusting attitude. She lied about walking to her car. She was a disgusting, lying human being that she always is. She did not have a good attitude. She has always been the lying, disgusting person that she has been. And she tried to use Sassy to get this and continue to use her to get that free trip. Just a whole using ass bitch. And I don't care what you're saying. Got up there. She went live without Sassy's knowledge, and then tried to get Pizarro to play the live, and lied and said that Sassy was yelling and screaming at her in the restaurant, and tried to play the secret live that showed none of that. She's a fucking liar. What are you talking about? Okay. You have anything else you want to add?
No, it's storming out here, and I was sitting here listening to the dang thunder and lightning. But
I was wondering what that was.
yeah, it's thunder and lightning. But yeah, I said all I wanted to say about that stuff. I just don't think that she should go at this point. But
And
I
I'm
wouldn't
not,
have I wouldn't have done all that at the beginning. So it is what it is. What were you saying, sir?
yeah. Yeah, and I'm not trying to take up for Sheffy, but the retelling of the story and all of this extra, and like she came on Pizarro's live with that fake cry. She made me I gotta walk 5 miles, and was all of a sudden she was at her car with that fake crying and are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? With the fake crying.
It's
She
crazy.
like
The
and
whole thing is insane.
but
Like from the
please.
beginning to the end of it, it's been crazy. And
And you
huh?
she's at her home city. At her home city. Your home city. And you can't figure out to get on your home device, get a GPS, get a cab, get a Uber, and get from a steakhouse to a hotel, and you can get on a YouTube device to get on Pizarro's Alive. That's the first thing you can do to pretend like you're crying. Get the
I
fuck
said
out of
she.
my
It's
face.
obvious that she didn't walk from that restaurant to the hotel. She took a Uber, whatever. It is what it
Exactly.
is with that. I don't understand it all. It's just a
The
bunch of
fuck out of
nonsense.
my face. And you want to talk to me about how sincere this fucking cunt was. Don't
I
play with
mean,
me.
at a point, I think it was sincere, but then after the whole thing went down, I think she went into self preservation mode and acted a way
And
that she
then say
shouldn't
you
have. That's
still
how
gonna go to
I'll say it.
Vegas.
Huh?
And then somebody you still gonna go to Vegas.
Hey.
And let's not forget, you secretly recorded her, and the only thing she asked you, Sheffy, just go live and tell them we know the picture's out and we're still cool. And you go, well, Sassy, I'm not where you are right now. I don't know what you want from me. When Sassy just said, just go live and let them know with the pictures out and we're still cool. And you are live, and you never say, well, Sassy, I am live right now. The only thing Sassy said was, let's go, just go live. And you were live, and you never told Sassy, well, Sassy, I'm live right now. And then you act like you didn't go live, and then you tell Pizarro, well, go on the live and see how she was talking crazy to you. uh, you snuck in a live and didn't tell Sassy, you sneaky ass bitch, and tried to act like Sassy was talking crazy to you. And like, give me a fucking break. And then talk about you still going to Vegas. Get the fuck out of here.
And that was my thing right after it all happened. If the lady had talked to you all sorts of crazy, right? Why would you even still want to go?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you want to still be sitting here basically at somebody's mercy who you saying treat you horribly? Why would that be a desire of yours? But yeah, it is what it is. The whole thing is kind of exhausting at this point. Like either she gonna go or she ain't gonna go. But if it were me, I would stay my butt at home. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Now,
I'm about to get
let
off
me
the
let me
panel.
ask. No, I want to ask you a question. Let's talk about
Okay.
Jay Wilson. Let's talk about how Jay Wilson left his people stranded. See, a lot of people are not talking about this as well. So Jay Wilson had a book of rooms set up, and then all of a sudden, it either he was unable to get enough rooms. Um, blocked off, or enough people to get these rooms blocked off, and he just left the people stranded. So they had I think the rooms were under $100, and so he didn't get enough rooms blocked off, so he just bailed on the rooms. So uh let's say he needed 10 rooms booked off, and he got 6 rooms booked off. So him and Vivian, they canceled on the room under the guise of Vivian's mother's clavicle bone was broken. Now, all of a sudden, he's allegedly going to Atlanta this weekend, the weekend that they were supposed to be in Las Vegas. And Vivian, whose whose clavicle bone is broken, she's going to be on a cruise next weekend. So I thought Vivian's mother is so sick that she can't be out of town, but she's going to be on a cruise. Now, these people who are going to be in Vegas, who took time off on Vegas, who spent money to be in Vegas, who bought flights, who bought clothing, who took time off at work, who paid for these hotels, got cancellation from the hotel because the hotel is no longer honoring the room block, and they're no longer honoring the price that they had that was under $100, and the room block that they had, they're telling them you are no longer going to be able to get these rooms for under $100, and if you want these rooms, the room will now be $500. So Jay Wilson just gave them the $55 administration fee that he charged them, and the $76 fee that the room block would have been, that the room block would have been like $76 per night if they had the room block. So he gave them the black and the $55 fee. So, and he told them nothing else. So what do you think about Jay Wilson just leaving them out to dry like that?
So I'll say this. I felt the same way about that particular thing from the beginning when he canceled. It's one thing to plan an event, right? And you got these people who want to see you and spend time with you for whatever reason. And then you have your co-host have something happen. So you just cancel on everybody. These people done sat there, took time off of work, like you said, bought flights, all sorts of stuff. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair without any of the other details, you know? And so,
And the co-host, they didn't come to see the co-host. He is the main draw, and he's still going out of town. Okay, Vivian's parent has something wrong. Obviously, he's still going out of town. Why did he pull out?
that's what I'm saying. Even from the beginning, it's like it wasn't a situation that happened with you. It was a situation that happened with her, right? And you had these people basically depending on going to see you. So that wasn't fair from the beginning. It just wasn't right.
And now he's dragging now he's trying to drag Andrea. Is it just Andrea? Did you now you know that he's trying to is it just Andrea he's trying to drag? He's trying to threaten just Andrea and all this type of stuff. Just Andrea has nothing to do with this. He is trying to threaten one of his subscribers, trying to pull in her personal information He's trying to threaten her, giving out financial information about her, trying to sully her because he has canceled his vacation and left his people hanging out there. Don't have any contacts, don't have any body to meet with, nothing to do, because it's just disgusting what he is doing.
Yeah, it's
None of
not right at all.
yeah,
And so it's like you're gonna end up losing your self support that way because at that point, who's gonna trust you with any event? You know?
mm-hmm,
Yeah, who's gonna trust you with any event at this point because you basically just left them people in the lurch.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I have to go though.
all
But
right, thank you for
and
coming
then the
up.
other thing to me is also like you said about the room rates and stuff like that. You basically finding out a good week or two, so or well, it was about 3 weeks from when this whole thing happened, right? When he canceled, that you have to
Right.
get in a whole nother room in Las Vegas. That ain't gonna
Yeah.
come cheap.
Yeah, because the room rates that they had, they told them $500. They were under $100, but then they told them no, we taking that rate, and if you want a room here, it's $500.
Now you can find something in Vegas for less than $500, but then you have
Right.
to change your whole plans because you're gonna have to stay somewhere different than where you thought you were.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it wasn't right, but I gotta go.
All right, thank you for coming up.
All right, bye bye.
All right. What is wrong with what Jackson C. Jay Wilson is discussing. Unfortunately, some people are too trusting. Yeah, so Jay Wilson left those people in the lurch, and they have no contact with the other people, and they have nothing to do. They had to run around to find different, and he gave them no information, no email information. They found this out. Via the hotel that their hotel rate uh, is no longer valid, and they had to run around to find a different hotel rate and everything. And did he say any of this with his cancellation that he announced on YouTube? No, he didn't. He didn't mention none of that on YouTube. And now he's talking about he's possibly going to Atlanta for some football thing for his school that he went to. He's trash. He's total trash. And Vivian talking about going on a cruise, but her mama collarbone clavicle bone is broken, so that's why they had to cancel their Vegas thing. You had to cancel it because you found out that Sean Bradley was there, and you knew that they were going to have more activities. You was going to have Duke there showing how to do activities, how to do exercises in hot ass Las Vegas. You had absolutely nothing for your people to do. How to do exercise activities in August in Las Vegas. Absolutely nothing to do. Once again, just like on the cruise. A whole clown ass nigga. Ugh. So embarrassing. Hey, Queen Sanity, how you doing? Hey, Kentucky Red Living. Okay. Okay. Why they keep booking with Jay Wilson is the question. I wouldn't keep dealing with that bum. A whole bum. Rather live. Okay, Sassy was very professional in that restaurant, but when she stepped out the door, all hell broke loose, which was to be expected. I don't know that it all hell broke loose because in in that in that secret live, she was professional on that secret live that shit rat did as well. And shit rat lied and said that she was going off at the at the car at the car thing, and she wasn't going off there either. So shit rat lied and said that she was going off outside where they were waiting on the Uber, and she wasn't going off there either. Shit rat lied and said that she was going off. So she told her to no, you're going to get your own car and stuff. Yeah, so it was a bunch of bullshit. Shit rat lied. But she did tell her, no, you gonna get your own car and you find your own way home. But she sure wasn't going off and all that shit. She was being quite frank and direct in telling her. She got her straight. But she wasn't going off and being all berserk and all, unhinged and all that shit that motherfucking lying ass cunt shit rat wanted you to believe. The trust and believe. She got that whole straight. That's what happened. Oh, hood rat ass bitch just lied. Like the hood rat ass bitch she is. Hey, Film Noir. Thank you for being here. The group didn't have the required numbers of rooms. I believe it. Because who wants to go on a trip with him? Nobody's attracted to go on a trip with that boring ass nigga. And he ain't gonna, and that's why he's saying he's done with trips. No, he ain't done with trips. Motherfuckers are done with going on trips with him. That's why he's saying he's done with trips because ain't nobody attracted on going on trips with Jay Wilson. I'm done with trips. You can't attract motherfuckers because you're boring. He put nothing into it because he don't want to do nothing with people but get their motherfucking money. I'm not doing any more trips. No, trips ain't doing you. That's what it is. So anyway, I thank you all for coming. If you want to cash app, I ain't seen my cash app run. I do take cash apps, people. Thank you. Talent is coming up. let me see what Talent is talking about. Thank you guys for the cash app. Talent, is this you?
Good morning, Ronnie
Good
Q.
morning.
How are you?
Good
Can you hear
good
me
morning.
okay?
I hear you well.
Okay, great. Just two things. I heard this, because I don't know what to expect meeting a bunch of uh, people from the beef sector in these various sectors for the first time. But I heard this.
You better
Oh,
expect somebody gonna take a picture of you.
I'm glad that you know where I'm going. So I heard this story yesterday.
Hold on. Very Carey's coming up. Very Carey, Very Carey, Very, Very Carey.
Hey, Ronnie Q. Hey, Talent. I'm on mute.
Hey,
Miss
Carrie,
Toby, Miss
Can you hear
Toby.
me?
Yeah, I
Can
hear
you
you, Carey.
hear me?
Miss
I
Okay.
Toby.
Miss Toby, Miss Toby, Miss Toby, Miss Toby.
What? Why does Toby always have audio issues? What's going on?
Uh, okay, ladies. Okay, ladies, hang up. Talent said, "Why you always have OD?"
No,
Okay,
but
hold on,
but
ladies.
but
Okay,
but hello, Toby. But I do want to say this. I
she
heard
fell
this
off.
story.
Go
Oh
ahead.
boy, I heard this story yesterday that at some meet and greet, Heidi took a picture in a clandestine manner of Jay Wilson's some of his neck rolls
Uh
from the
huh.
back of his head. And I said to myself, and then I've heard stories about people taking pictures of people's dirty feet. So I'm hearing all of these stories, and are these pictures taken maliciously, or they just happen to be taking pictures, and they did find some pictures that would be useful at some point to embarrass others? But I'm just curious: are people just so malicious that they're deliberately finding things negative about people to take pictures of, or is it
Uh-huh.
just is that what's happening? Or is it just
Maliciously.
wow,
Maliciously.
wow, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Because I know just judging from, the analysis of Sassy's picture over the past couple of days, I know we have a lot of troubled, mentally ill people in these various sectors. So I'm just I'm a little leery. I'm a little leery now about about people catching me in a bad light or in an incorrect angle. So I'm gonna have to make sure that I act accordingly. But
Mm-hmm.
the other thing I wanted to ask you about, because you haven't talked about it, I'm the lone person mentioning your involvement in this trip. Were you trolling me or are you going?
I'm not
Let me know.
going. I'm not going.
See, See, now you hurt my feelings. You have hurt my feelings. No, I'm being serious. You're one of my main reasons, but yeah, that's good. I'm glad we clarified that because I was trying to set up my itinerary for Vegas, but but
Well,
no, thanks for letting me know, Ronnie Q. I had to come up here to find this out, but it's all good. It's all good.
I was really going. I was really going, and when Jay Wilson uh fell out, I was like, oh, it's like really no use going. Really no really good use and going. It's really nothing fun to catch and going. So I was like, uh I guess I won't go. So
Yeah, that's an
that was
interesting take. That's a real interesting take because with him falling out, I knew this guy's so fraudulent. I knew something wasn't going to go right.
yeah.
You remember good times when they always thought they were going to get out of the projects, but you
Hmm.
knew the audience knew in the back of their mind something was going to happen. Michael, somebody was going to break their leg. James is going to lose his job at the car wash, and that kind of happens with the beef sector. You think people are going to do better, transcend their environment, and do things correctly, but you can see like chat rep, you try to help some type of bums,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and then they bite you. Then see,
Hmm.
and then I teach people because I mentor people. I don't just talk shit on the internet like these bozos. I mentor people, and you have to tell people. I tell this to everyone: know people's expiration date. You
Hmm.
know, sometimes people, it's just time to cut them loose.
Yeah.
And with chat rep, you can see that while she may be somewhat fun viewing, and she's kind of like troll food, but you don't rub shoulders with bums like that. And
Yeah.
that's why I'd always told her I don't really want to meet her in Vegas, but if you do come across an issue with a security issue, or you can reach out to me. But I have no interest in meeting low level bums like that. They're gonna backstab you at some point. That's why when going to Vegas over the weekend, we're going to move accordingly. We have the team in place, and and some people are looking for trouble, but not me. I'm a peaceful person. I'm a peaceful person, but I am looking forward to meeting a lot of people who frequent the beef sector and the black sector and Mo3 sector. It's going to be an interesting time. So definitely, Ronnie Q, I want you to definitely go live over the weekend. So I think you and Carrie are going to be I will be the official correspondent for both of your channels
Oh.
because I think what's about to happen is going to be crazy. And that's just from the part I'm participating in. There's going to be other groups that are doing things. I won't be involved in that. You know, I'll be on the strip. I'm not venturing off the strip. People will be coming to me wherever I'm at. I'm not coming to them. There's a hierarchy in life and in social structures, and you got to know
Most
your place.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, Ronnie Q, I just want to say, hey, I'm excited still. You kind of let me down not going, but there'll be other trips, I'm sure. Okay, I'm out. Take it easy,
All
Carrie.
right. Thanks for
Make
stopping
sure you
by.
got good lighting,
Make
Talon.
and make sure you come visit me when I come live and come talk to me. He's gonna be over there with those bums.
Did Miss Toby drop down a while ago?
She fell off. Let me put her back up.
Okay, I won't be here
What's
long, Ronnie Q. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I was being nosy last night in somebody else's live stream, or this morning, I should
uh
say. And
Hold on. Let me
that
let Miss
person,
Toby up.
okay,
Miss Toby.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, Miss Toby. Go ahead, Carrie. Hey, Tiana.
Hush.
Go
I
ahead.
was being
Go ahead.
nosy this morning in somebody's live stream. It's somebody who has an e-bike. I don't know who they were mad at, if it was Lemon.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it was Lemon that she's upset with or if she's upset with Ness. I don't know. But apparently she's upset about other people getting support as opposed to her getting support. So she's saying, I'm just going to be doing everything on my channel. They don't even want to get me to my 1,000, but she's saying how much she supports them and they don't support her. But the
It
most
must be
important thing that
lemon.
I heard, it probably was, I may have missed something, but I caught a little bit of her live. But the juicy part is that some guy was in the background talking while she was on live, and she was cussing him out and everything. Cussing this guy out and saying she's gonna pull her knife at him. She was telling him to get away from her. Listen, it was a very interesting live stream. And then, but I don't know if she's okay though. That's the main thing. Because after that, the live just cut off. So pray for e-bike. I don't know if she's okay. For those
Oh
who are
my
cool with
God.
her, check on her to see if she's okay, because that guy was cussing her in the back and she was getting loud and talking about how much she may have to call the cops, or she's going to pull out her knife on him if he doesn't get away and stuff. And then the live just cut. So I don't know if she's okay. So
Oh
that's
my
just all I
God.
came up here to say. It was it
Wow.
was it was an interesting live. You hear me?
Oh my God.
There is
That's
definitely
crazy.
some tea there. Okay.
Mm. Oh my God. That's crazy. Ness was just talking about it yesterday. She's like, Dragons hasn't unblocked me. So she possibly is talking about Lemon is not supporting her. Um, yeah, I don't know.
It probably
I don't
is. So
know.
I guess we'll hear more about it. But I think she's kind of upset that people are getting, assistance financially on here. People got
Hmm.
different stuff they're doing to raise money for other people. And she says she's out here, she needs help too, and nobody's helping her. And she thought she was cool with them. So I'm assuming it
Well,
may be Lemon, whoever it
she
is.
got to get content. She just thinks that I just push on the button and you guys just give me cash apps, and it's she thinks it equates to push the button, give me a cash app. No, you have to give content. It's a that's not how it works. So I I can't help her.
I'm just saying. I gotta go
You
because I'm cooking, but I just wanted to come and say that. And I also wanted to tell Treasure Lane that I liked his commentary last night, because a lot of people kind of view stuff differently. And if you're gonna blame anyone in the situation with Sheffy and Sassy, don't just blame one. Look at both sides of it. And
yeah,
for those who are saying, you know, she didn't if she wanted to remain anonymous, she shouldn't have gone. But you could also say the person who she's meeting could have also respected her privacy or her
yeah,
need to be anonymous.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
another thing.
You heard my commentary on it yesterday, and I just like put it down, and that's how I feel about it, and that's it, and that's all. Yeah. So, hey, Miss Toby, have a good day, Carrie. I'm
Hi,
sure
Miss Toby.
I'll see you around the streets today.
Oh yeah, you will. I gotta go. Bye, guys. Love you guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Hey, Miss Toby. Miss Toby. Miss Toby, where are you? Look at her. She's on mute. Miss Toby. Miss Toby, where are you? Where are you, Miss Toby? I don't hear you, Miss Toby. Quit fucking with Tiana. Miss Toby, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you, Miss Toby. Miss Toby, I cannot hear you. Miss Toby, should I take you down? Miss Toby. All right, I don't hear Miss Toby. I'm going to give her 30 seconds. I'm going to give Miss Toby 30.
I'm back.
What's going on,
I'm
Miss
back.
Toby? I hear you now.
I'm sorry.
What's going on, Miss
the
Toby?
guys came here to look at. I told them getting a new room.
Oh, I didn't
Y'all
know.
could run downstairs. Tiana was barking. Tiana was barking because the people here looking at my roof because I told them I'm getting a new roof. That's why she was barking. Girl, I'm out of shape. I'm running up and down the steps.
What color are you getting?
Okay.
What color are you getting?
Well, what?
What color are you getting? Color roof.
What, the roof?
What color?
No damn no color of the roof. I'm just getting I need a new damn roof.
Babs?
Yeah, it's me again.
Okay. Okay, Miss Toby. You don't care what color you were getting?
What? Well, here we have flat roofs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just getting a new flat roof. We have I don't know
Okay.
why the houses here we have flat roofs, and a lot of people
Okay.
don't really fit flat roofs here. You have to
Okay.
find people that do it. Oh, let me shut up because you cut me off. Go ahead, I'll hush.
No, it's your time to talk. What's going on?
Oh, I was coming up here to ask you, are you still having your members only thing tonight?
No, it's not going to be members only, but I want the members only to participate in it. We're going to have the Jeopardy competition today.
Okay, and what time again?
It's going to be 2 Pacific time. That would be 5 Eastern time, and so that would be 4 Central time.
So you still taking money for the pot?
Yeah, the pot right now is $60.
It's 60.
$60.
Okay,
I'll donate
40. I'll donate 40 to make it 100.
Oh my man. M. Renee donated $20. I started it with $40. I appreciate that. So $100 pot. We can have more than, thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Toby. We can have more than 2 participants. I'm gonna have more than 2 participants more than 2 participants at a time. Yeah, I think I'm going to have 4 to 6 people at a time on the board. So it's going to be fun.
All right, let me cash out the money now. Girl,
Thank you, Ms. Toby.
Okay. So that means I can't play Ronnie Q. I'll be in the audience.
You can play.
Why am I playing? And I might end up winning, and then I'm donating. I don't want to do that. That's not fair. Okay,
Okay.
I'll play.
You can
How
play.
about this? I'll play, but if I win, I won't take the money. Then you could just give it to whoever wins second place. Then, since I'm donating money.
Okay. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Oh, if you play, you can take $60 and donate $40 as a second prize.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Because there's not going to be a second prize. It's going to be winner take all.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So if I win, okay, I'll take 60, and then person could take 40. That's fine. Okay, I just sent it to you.
Thank you, Miss
Oh,
Toby.
you know
So
what? One
if
of the money.
anybody want to don't if anybody donate to the Jeopardy game, that's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you put a prize pot in there. We're going to have fun. It's going to be on different different topics, and there's one beef sector topic, politics topics, all different type of topics. If you want to join, please be here at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. It's going to be fun. It's going to be open to our members. It's going to be open to the general public. Please be out here. I'm going to set it up after this live. Come and have some fun with us. Uh,
Oh,
you had
okay.
anything else you wanted to add?
One
Miss
up.
Toby.
One up asked me. Oh, the kitchen renovations it went fine, but the funny thing is, I don't like my refrigerator now. So now I want to
What
buy a
kind?
new refrigerator.
What kind you have?
I just have like a regular black refrigerator, but I want one that has the freezer down the bottom. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna buy that, and I probably donate my new refrigerator to somebody because it's new, but I don't like it now.
That'd be nice.
I'll just probably donate it to something. I don't know. Maybe I could look like at a shelter or maybe a women's shelter and ask them, and then have someone to
That'd be
deliver it
nice.
to them. Because it's
Oh, that'd be nice.
oh, you hate it. Why you hate it, ODS? I have a freezer at the bottom. I hate it. Why? I like it because it looks. I think it looks nice. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, okay. So I'll be here and I'll participate if you want me to participate.
You can why don't you put it on Facebook not marketplace. You can actually donate it to a family or a home on Facebook marketplace. A family could use it as well.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll wait till Labor Day. Somebody say wait till Labor Day. Yeah, I'll wait till Labor Day then.
And yeah, and you
Yeah,
can
the
get one of
freezer
those
down the
smart,
bottom.
and you can get one of those smart freezers. You know, you can get one of those smart refrigerators. Hey, ODS.
Good morning, Ronnie Q. Good morning, Mr. Toby. Hey, chat.
Hey, oh there.
So, two things, Ronnie. I did send a little donation for the thing. It ain't a lot, but it's something to add to your pot. Second,
Anything helps. Thank
yeah,
you.
you're welcome. Secondly, Miss Toby, I have the one with the bottom. While it looks amazing aesthetically, it's very limited in space.
And
Like,
and stuff get lost. It just like yeah.
so mine has the huge slide out at the bottom, and then it has two drawers at the top of it. But it's not really
Hmm.
as convenient or as user friendly as you would think it is. So my thought to you would be to go to the store and literally play with them. Look at the ones and see which one you like. You might just have to get a bigger one than I have, and I got a big one. But it just like, and if I get a bag of ice, you got to stand it up because otherwise your ice will fall on the floor and all that. So, there's a few things with it. So just be mindful. Thank you. Have a good day.
The thing
Okay, thank
about
you for that.
the thing about it is, yeah, I get what he's saying is because it's kind of like having a cube deep freezer. It seems like it's good, but then you get tired of it, and you got a back problem thing too. And then things kind of starts to get lost at the bottom, and
Mm.
where's this, and digging for this, and you gotta but if you you know keep stuff organized and stuff, but then it'd be like, oh shit, so you gotta
Yeah, but
you know
I like to organize stuff because I bought stuff in my
okay,
refrigerator to organize everything.
okay, yeah,
Like
as
I have
long
an
as you say
organizer
organized.
for my eggs, and I have an organizer for my juice and everything like that. And then I have an
Yeah,
organizer for my lunch meats and stuff.
okay. Babs, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I
Oh,
kicked
How
he
you
has
myself
to
out.
doing?
up here, or did he drop down?
He
I'm
dropped
still here.
down.
I'm still
Oh,
here.
you still here? Oh, okay.
Don't be trying to kick me off, Ronnie. Look.
Oh, I was
No,
just
I'm
about to
not
kick
trying to
you
put
off.
you
I
off.
thought
No,
you
No.
I
was
was
gone.
ordering some food, so I had muted. But I'm still here because I
Okay.
didn't know if y'all was still talking about that or whatever. My bad. Hey, Bap.
Okay, well, I'll look
Hey,
into that, but yeah, like someone said they had the French doors, so I was looking at that too because I like the French doors.
Yeah, it looks good, but
I
just go into the
I
store,
like
go to
French
Home Depot
too.
or something, and actually put your hands on them. I'm curious to know. I want to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? More about it as you do it, because I thought it looked good and it would be spacious. But if I could do it all over again, I would definitely do it a side by side, possibly, or just something different.
But Steve, you say it's not spacious, but I'm the only one in the house, so it wouldn't be like I have a ton of food in the freezer and stuff all the time.
Understand it, understand it. So yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
a picture of mine and show you how mine look. I'll put it on my community wall.
Do you have a
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
French do you have a freezer,
You talking to me or Miss Tobin?
Miss Toby?
What you mean? Do I have a freezer? In my
You don't have a
yeah, of course.
freezer?
In the
How?
refrigerator, yeah.
No, a
You mean
freezer,
like a
deep
deep
freezer.
freezer?
No, I don't have no deep freeze, girl. Why I need a deep freeze for what? It's only me in the
Me
house. It
either.
ain't like I got a
Every
big ass family.
everybody need a goddamn deep freezer.
So Ronnie Q, I used to like deep freezers because I always grew up. We had one on the back porch, one downstairs in the
We
basement. Like
never grew up. I never grew up with no deep freezer in the house.
I don't like my stuff frozen that long though. I
Only
found
my
out.
grandma. Like my grandmother
Oh,
would have deep freezers, but my mom didn't. We never had the deep freezer because it was just me and her in the house.
I
Yeah,
guess everybody needed. I don't know. Everybody need a deep freezer, even if it's a little small deep freezer. I don't know.
No, because
Yeah,
I still have I got a whole bunch of meat now in my freezer that I haven't used yet, and that's in my
yeah.
refrigerator freezer all by myself.
Yeah,
Mm.
my mind says everybody needs a deep freezer. Yeah, but in
That's what like said, like Fem said, that's somebody with a big ass family. It's just me, myself,
yeah,
and I and my animals. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's
And
just
you
me and
know,
my husband. It's just me and my husband, and like he when he buys the meat, he buys the bigger meat packs, and I cut them down into like smaller, and manageable for like us two, and we don't have the regular freezer in the refrigerator. It's not overpacked or anything, so I'll use the deep freezer for the excess meat. But it's not, none of our freezers are like overpacked where it's
I got you.
unmanageable, you can see everything and stuff. So I like it like that, so I can find everything and stuff like that.
I'll be right back on the queue. I got to run downstairs again.
Hey Babs, what's up?
yeah. The only reason I came back up was to ask if you watched the DNC last night.
Yes, girl, it was so good. I'm watching it
Oh,
every night. Yes.
wait a minute before I go downstairs. Oh my God, yes, I watched it, and I seen my governor, and he was looking so fine,
He
and
was.
I really
They
enjoyed his speech, and he is so fine, and I shouldn't look at that man like that because he is married. Okay, let me run
the speech he
downstairs.
gave is one they call a career maker. He definitely set himself apart. I'll say that much. And so did
Yes, he did.
yeah, so did Shapiro. And but my favorite speech was Pete Buttigieg, but I just like him in general. And Oprah
Yeah,
did her
he
thing
did.
too.
I know. I hate Oprah, but yeah, I was surprised to even see her out there, but I'm not a fan, but
That was me with Pelosi. I was like, come on, I don't want to hear what you got to say, but I'll pretend for tonight.
yeah, I was like that with Oprah, but yeah, I was like, okay, whatever.
It was a good show last night. I'm gonna jump down because I'm about to run back in the house. But thank you for having me up.
All
And
right, thanks for coming.
to answer Dominique's question, am I gonna be adding to my daughter's fund to get to Vegas? Hell no. I gave $50 in the first fund. If I get that back tomorrow, I'll send that back to her. But no, I won't be doing anything additionally. If it don't work out for her, it sounds like she needs to be home and watch online like us. See
There
y'all.
you go.
Is she trying to get to Vegas?
I don't know. I'm watching and listening like everybody else. I don't know what's going on with this case. I don't know. So
All right, thanks for coming up,
all right,
ODS.
Ronnie Q. All right.
But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it last night. Bill Clinton,
Go ahead.
Bill Clinton is old as heck now. But he did his thing too. I loved Tim Walz and his family though.
Yeah, Tim Wall's son. I was like, oh, he was so when he started talking about his son, I was like, oh, I loved his son, and I was like, when he got up and he was like talking about having his son and stuff, and his son, he was so emotional and stuff,
Yeah,
and
his son was
I was like,
boo-hooing.
yeah, his son was like, I was like, oh, his son is so cute,
He
and
was like, "That's
he's
my
not.
dad." I was like, "Yep, that's your daddy."
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to be emotional and stuff. I was
Right.
like, oh, he's so cute.
You can tell
You
he
know,
loves on those kids for real because they are definitely loved. They are well loved.
is one or both of them born through in vitro because I think he's when
The
he said
girl
something. Okay, is it the girl? Okay, so yeah, so yeah, I like that little family.
students talk about him because you could tell how impactful he was with his former students. He just seemed like
Mm-hmm.
an overall good person,
Yeah.
which
So
is a stark contrast to what you see with the RNC.
hmm Yeah, so this whole convention is just shitting on theirs.
Yes, it's so positive and like hopeful, and theirs was just dark. They so dang
hmm
full of hate right now.
And even the fact that they are talking about abortion rights and veto rights and all of this type of stuff, and you actually are seeing the children that have come from this and stuff, and they are like whitewashing their the Republicans whitewash their conventions from even talking about these issues and stuff
Right.
because they're trying to take these rights away from us. It's just such a stark difference. Oh, it is just like so beautiful, so and so important. So I love it.
Yeah, and tonight is Kamala, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll
So
have to make my old behind self stay up to watch Kamala.
so thank you for reminding me to talk about that. So it's been, you guys make sure that you guys stay up tonight for, I wonder who's Kerry Washington is going to be the speaker who bring her on tonight. So
And they
I
say that Tina
know.
Knowles might speak also.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
a
good.
rumor though. We don't know, but they say that she might.
And I wonder who's gonna be the music for her tonight. So the music has been the bomb too.
Yeah, yes. Last night they had John Legend. I'm not a big fan of John Legend's, but
I'm not
again, I'll
either.
pretend for today.
Yeah, I'm not a big music fan of him either.
Yeah.
So she's probably gonna have some California shit. She probably gonna have some Dr. Dre or some Snoop Dogg shit because she's the California prosecutor.
That'll work for
So
me.
yep.
Yeah,
Me too.
that's more up my alley anyway. I like rap.
West Side, yeah, she probably gonna have some West Side shit. So you
Yep.
guys make sure to watch the California Shit, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say?
Make
You
sure to
guys,
watch the DNC tonight.
DNC, yes, tonight.
Yeah, I keep seeing on the comments on the clips, people are like, why aren't they talking about policy and stuff? And I'm like, y'all must only be watching the clips and not listening to the
Hmm.
speeches because they definitely talking about policy.
They
You
sure
gotta
are.
listen. You gotta listen because they're talking about some real important policy.
Hmm.
Yeah. What? Oh, I was trying to read what the comments was. Oh, Taylor Swift. That would be something. That would be something if they got Taylor Swift to actually take an open stance and basically endorse a political candidate. That would be something else.
Well, basically, she already is anyway. Uh, you know, she almost is anyway.
Yeah, because she told them to not use her music. Yeah,
Hmm.
she said don't play my song. It's y'all mess. Yeah, but overall. So I'm not really big on. Am I being loud? Sorry if I am.
No, no, no,
But
no.
yeah, I'm not a fan of like my biggest issue with Obama when he first ran is I don't really care for like the hokey changey stuff or whatever, right? I need solid concrete plans. And so it's interesting to me basically right now to see myself get caught up in like just the overall positivity of this, because it's been so nasty these past 8-10 years. Yeah, it's been interesting to see myself kind of get caught up in the wave of what happened with Kamala's nomination, basically.
And
I'm happy though.
the thing that has been stunning to me is the Republicans have been almost radio silent. They uh they have like kind of been pushed back on their heels. They seem like they don't know how to respond
Yeah,
because it seemed like they don't want to say the wrong things because they don't know how to respond because they know that Donald Trump is going to say something crazy. And, usually they go in with the crazy and they really don't know how to respond.
yeah. A week or so ago, wasn't he just saying she just chose to be black?
Black.
When she ran
Yeah.
for president,
Yeah.
the more he talks, the more he gonna say stupid stuff like that.
And he is more attractive than her and all this
Yeah,
type of stuff, but I mean the other people, the pundits and all the newscasters and all this type of stuff, they really don't have anything to come back with. They haven't been coming back with anything strong or about the policies or anything. It's just been really, really weak
yeah. They had an
responses
answer
coming
for
back.
Biden. They don't really have an answer for Harris. They
Exactly.
kind of,
You're
like you
right.
said, they're taking it back.
Hmm.
I'm happy for it too.
Me too.
Because their biggest criticism that they had for her was that she was sleeping with the married dude, and I'm like, you can't say that when you have a person who your candidate literally cheated on every wife that he's ever
Every
had
wife. Yeah, every wife,
and his baby
Hmm.
mama.
Yep. With a
So yeah,
porn star.
you can't play the morality card because Trump is literally amoral. So yeah,
And when Willie Brown comes out and says that he was separated from his wife for 25 years when he was messing around with her.
right. Besides the fact that she was a single behind woman, and y'all not about to sit here and police her body, and
Yeah.
so it is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm enjoying it though. I'm definitely enjoying the DNC. I'm enjoying seeing the Republicans kind of be out of their element because they can't just rely on saying Sleepy Joe 5 million times now. So yeah,
Yeah, They're trying to wait on her speech to see how they're gonna rip up her speech. So that's their final straw. Yeah, it's just been fabulous.
yeah, and nobody has any sanitary napkins on their heads or anything, and so it's been beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, because they know that I guess they're in awe of the freaking show themselves, because this show side by side, night by night, is like killing their fucking convention. It's like
I did say,
amazing.
yeah, I did say last night when Tim Walls was giving his speech at the end, he gave that little pep talk or whatever. I was like,
Uh-huh.
he better not have a Howard Dean moment and go beyond.
Yeah. He
Oh
better
my
not.
God, yes. When that man
I
did
was
that,
like,
that was
please
it
don't
for
do
him.
that.
Yeah, when he did that, that was it for his campaign. People was like, "Oh
Yeah,
hell
Yeah.
that
no!"
was it.
That moment was hilarious to me.
Where is
Yeah,
he at
girl.
now? Where is Howard Dean? Where is he at?
Howard
Working
Dean is over
with the Democrat, the Democrats. Yeah,
DNC. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's
over
still at
the
the DNC.
DNC. Yeah, he's still in there.
He just don't be out in public anymore because he gets too excited.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But yeah, Howard Dean's still around. Just like Nancy
Well,
Pelosi
well,
won't go away.
yeah,
Sorry.
I seen her in the audience the other night. Well, all I can say is I think well, I'm voting early, y'all. I don't care. I'm voting
Me
early.
too.
Me
I hate
too.
crowds. I'm absolutely voting early.
Yeah, because I have a funny feeling that the crowds might be the same like it was for '08. I just have a funny feeling.
Man, oh wait, when I went to vote for Obama, I voted my first time voting, I think was '04. Yeah, it was '04. And I was like, the crowds for '04 was nothing like the crowds for '08 when Obama got elected. The
Who was
line
your
around the
first?
library I voted, that was insane. People
Who
were
was the
sitting there
first
almost passing out.
president? Who was the first president you voted for?
Miss Toby or me?
You.
Oh, I voted for John Kerry.
That was the first president you had the opportunity to vote for in your
Yeah.
life. What about you, Miss Toby? Miss
Was it
Toby.
Al? No, I'm
Who
trying to
was the
think. Was
okay
it Al Gore?
in your
Al
life? That
Gore was
was the first
2000.
president.
It might have been Al Gore.
Oh shit, y'all young as a motherfucker.
Who was the first president you voted for?
The first president I had the opportunity to vote for
Dang, I didn't
was
realize that. I really did just age myself, though, huh?
that's the age yourself. Who was uh it was da, 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 who ran against Reagan?
I don't remember.
Jimmy
Uh
Carter ran against Reagan at first, and Jimmy Carter lost. Are you talking about the second time?
I think was Clinton was the first president I voted for.
No, yeah, but Clinton ran against Bush.
Yeah, Bush,
Definitely the first
the
one.
second time, well, the time he
The
would have
first
had his
one.
second term. Yeah.
So
No, I
I think
voted
Clinton. I think if I'm mistaken, because I don't want to think what your age is, I think Clinton might have been the first person that you voted for.
I voted for somebody who ran against Bush. I mean Reagan.
So it would
Who
have
the
been the
fuck
Bush. No,
voted
it wouldn't have been
against
Bush.
Reagan?
It was, well, I don't know. The last one that Reagan won, I don't know who he ran against.
Who the fuck? He ran against. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute.
Because I vote because
Wait a minute.
Bush
Who did
came
Reagan?
after
What
Reagan.
was
Yeah, because
Bush
Reagan got his two
Bush
terms.
came against
what,
Reagan. Reagan had 2 terms, right?
what ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reagan had 2 terms, but what ticket did Geraldine Ferraro? Who was she running with? Remember, because she was the vice president nominee. So who was running with her?
What says my yeah what's his name?
Olympia's the caucus cousin. Or wasn't Marvin? Shit.
Mina came what is his name?
Michael.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't
caucus?
Michael. Dukakis, yes. Okay, he
Thank you,
lost so
GT.
yeah, he lost real bad. Yeah.
I mean,
Michael
DI. I
Dukakis.
said GT.
Michael Dukakis. Michael Dukakis. Okay, that's why I couldn't remember him.
And the only reason I know that because he's related to that Olympus Dukakis, whatever her name is. She was an actress. She was in the first movie. If Emma knows what her name is.
Olympias Dukakis. Yeah.
Yeah, they related. So that's the only reason I remember. That don't make no motherfucking sense. But damn,
Olympias
Monica,
Dukakis.
damn, Monica, so you
Yeah.
voted when Reagan and him ran?
Listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Reagan kept some money on the street. You know, you got to give it to Reagan because Reagan kept money on the street. So there is
what
that.
You mean he kept money on the street? Do you mean illegal money? That's what the
Reagan
fuck
kept Reagan kept money on the street.
You talk about. Oh, so you talk about illegal money and shit like that. That's what the fuck you talking about.
Reagan kept money on the street. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, you talking about because he bought crack cocaine in that motherfucking
neighborhood? No, I'm not saying Reagan kept money on the street. Clinton kept money on the street. You know, you gotta you have to understand, like people, a lot of administrations
not Nancy Reagan
make
is
a lot of shit. A lot when everything become illegal and you can't hustle, and then you can't make everything becomes illegal and you can't hustle, and then you can't make no money, then you fucking trapped. When you can't hustle, you can't make no side money, everything is illegal, then people are fucking trapped. And you going to jail for every little fucking thing. And
grown folks,
that's
I'm
why
gonna say
shit
allegedly.
gets fucked up.
I don't want to mess up because I said he bought crack to the U.S. I mean allegedly.
I'm not saying I'm not saying nothing is good I am not saying anything is good in trap and crack. Crack
you know what,
was
I
one of the
always wanted
worst
to
things.
ask you this because you might know this. Do you think that the government set up that old mayor in D.C. back in the day? Remember when he got caught up in the FBI thing?
Marion Barry.
Yes, child. And he was in the hotel. I've seen an old footage of that on YouTube. He was
Of course.
He said
a
that
crackhead.
set me up.
Yeah,
he was a
In the
crackhead.
hotel smoking crack.
Of course, he's a crackhead. That bitch set him up. Hell yeah. He didn't set up a crackhead.
Yeah. Child, when I seen that old footage, he said that bitch set me up.
Yeah, it's
but
easy
the
to
funny
set up
thing
a crackhead.
he got reelected.
He got reelected.
They said I'd rather him than you.
Child.
Barry. He passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, a couple years ago, right?
I think so.
A couple years ago. But you know what? People always say, the first thing people from DC always say when they talk about him, I don't care because he gave me my summer job. I got my summer job from him. Because, he was giving kids summer jobs in DC. But yeah.
Hey, that's better than a lot of these politicians do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You keep money on the motherfucking street. I mean, what the fuck? And what your kids get now, not a goddamn thing. I'm just saying. You got to keep some money on the motherfucking street.
I've been watching old episodes of The Wire. I don't even know why I've been watching old episodes of The Wire. I don't know why.
Your kids ain't getting shit now.
I'm on a season when one of the police officers, they had a pilot program where they had open.
You talking about Amsterdam?
Huh?
Amsterdam. That's what it was called on The Wire.
When they had open drug marketing.
Yep, Amsterdam.
In certain neighborhoods and shit.
Yep. I love The Wire.
That shit's still fucking going. It's still open
And
market.
and what's happening now? All they taking all your tax money. They giving tax breaks to the rich people, and they taking it from the people, the working class people, and they giving tax breaks to rich people. And these motherfuckers are buying yachts and shit, and ain't no jobs for your kids and shit because motherfucking immigrants are working in motherfucking jobs that your kids would usually be working, and ain't no motherfucking summer jobs for your kids. That's what's going on. Ain't no motherfucking hustles and shit. Your kids can't even sell water at motherfucking stop shop stops lights and shit. Ain't no motherfucking hustles. That's what I'm saying. This shit is really
Okay.
fucked up. Ain't no money on the street. Ain't no hustles.
You know it is
Everything's
different because
illegal.
when I was
Everything's
growing up,
illegal.
yeah, when I was growing up, you would see. At one point, I lived in Miami, and you would see people on the side of the dang road selling everything.
Hold
You
on.
don't see
Hold
that
on.
thing
Hold
nowadays.
on. Hold on. Somebody want to come up.
Somebody in the
ZX
back.
want to come up. ZX.
Um,
ZX.
Good morning.
Don't cuss out nobody, ZX. We talking
Ain't
about a
nobody.
Good
hustles.
morning.
Good morning. Take
No,
it
he
easy.
came
Good
up here to talk
morning.
about
Ain't no-
politics because he was in the chat talking about it. He likes to talk
Okay.
about politics. Go ahead, ZX.
Yeah, I was reminiscing with you all. My first vote was for Michael Dukakis. When you were talking about Reagan, I remember that. Um I remember that explicitly because we lost. And I was like, damn, my first vote, nationally, and we lost. And then when you were talking
ZX was that
about,
ZX was that the first time that Reagan ran?
yeah, I think, and then Gary
Can I
Hart.
ask you a question?
no, that would have
Can
been
I
the
ask you a
second time
question?
that he ran
Because
because the first time was
oh,
Jimmy
okay.
Carter.
Oh yeah, But okay, yeah, it was Jimmy Carter. Do you remember when he ran the first
No,
time? Because
I remember
I
when
want to ask you.
Jimmy Carter
Jimmy Carter.
ran. Jimmy Carter ran twice and he
Jimmy
won once.
Carter was one
Right. I'm
time,
just
but I
talking
wanted
about
to ask a
my
question
first
because
vote.
my mother used to talk.
My first vote was
My
for
mother
Michael
used to tell me stories.
Dukakis.
Okay, but let
Now,
me ask you. Okay, were you upset that he lost? Were you upset?
who?
That
Michael
Jimmy
Dukakis?
Carter that Jimmy Carter lost.
Yeah, were you upset that he lost? Yeah.
I was upset that he lost.
No, that the
Yes.
caucus when he said his first vote. Were you upset?
Yeah, my first vote was for Michael Dukakis as a Democrat.
I'm at. Oh,
And yeah, I couldn't vote when Jimmy Carter was
okay.
president.
Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't
my
vote.
first vote was John Kerry, and I was disappointed when he lost. I was like, all this voting stuff don't work, blah 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 blah, whatever, right?
Yeah,
But then I
yeah,
voted again in 2012, so it is what it is.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, 2008.
Yeah, I wanted to just throw in the mix when you were talking about Ronald Reagan. I think we all forgot about Nicaragua. We all forgot about the
Yeah,
crack
you forgot
era.
about it. Yeah.
No, we haven't
We didn't
forgot,
forget
but the
about it.
young folk don't know. The young folk
Hmm.
don't know. Like
I
in
know.
1980, that was the beginning of the crack era. People like Rick Ross, and we ain't talking about the
And we
rapper.
forgot about that shit.
Yeah,
You talking about the real Rick Ross.
the real Rick Ross and Oliver North and the CIA
Mm-mm.
bringing all that cocaine
Yeah,
in to finance a
No.
war
yeah.
in
Mm-hmm.
Nicaragua. And Oliver North, I believe he was convicted of 16, 17 felonies. And he got pardoned.
Yep. By Reagan.
Not
Yep.
just not only did he get pardoned, he was a dang correspondent on Fox News for at least the
Right.
past decade or so.
Right. Right. So
So
And
what?
think
got wasn't he in the Trump wasn't he didn't he work for Trump or
Oliver North,
who he work for? Bush?
I
I
don't
think,
recall, but I wouldn't be surprised.
He
yeah, I
worked
think he
for
was,
one of them.
yeah, I think he was He was a correspondent, like you said, for
No,
Fox.
no, no. He worked for some administration.
I think it was
Well,
Bush.
Reagan. He was down with Reagan and them
She
when he
means
was
after he
moved.
got pardoned.
No, no. After he got pardoned, he
After he
worked
got
for
pardoned.
yeah, he
No,
worked for
after
a
he got
white
pardoned.
and
Yeah,
he worked
after he
for a
got
white
pardoned.
white 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 house administration.
Oh, I'm not up on that part. But the
But I
80s
know
and the
for sure he was a
90s,
political correspondent. He was on Fox all the time.
yeah. Would you say, and I would like to get your feedback on that. I would love to hear what y'all think about it because history does repeat itself. Do you think that the 80s and all of that corruption in the government was a preamble to Donald Trump and everything that he's doing and getting away with today?
Do
Have
I
you ever
think
thought it,
what?
that everything that we witnessed, all of the corruption that we saw in the 80s with George Bush Jr., George Bush, Ronald Reagan, these people manipulated the law in order to push their agenda? That would be, the trickle down taxes, all of
Mm-hmm.
that crap. We all witness all of that. Oh no, if you make the rich richer, it'll trickle down. But
Mm-hmm.
my cup runneth over, everybody else get wet. That's bullshit, bull crap. We witnessed, for decades now that that doesn't work. And then when you look at Oliver North and what he did to our communities, Ronald Reagan and George Bush, I mean, what they did to our communities by saturating it with guns and drugs, I mean, they destroyed, a
Mm-hmm.
generation in order to fund a war indirectly,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what it was about. And so when
Right.
you look at all of the things that happened then, and you look at Donald Trump today, do you see any comparisons? That's my
Yes. The
question.
the comparison is that trickle down theory that was 60% formatted by the what's the same 2025 foundation,
Yeah, the
uh
Heritage Foundation.
the Heritage Count
Hmm.
Foundation. They adopted 60% of that trickle down theory. 60% of that they adopted that right off the cap. 60% of that trickle down economic theory right off the top end of and and they said that would work, that trickle down economic theory. And they said that yes, we're going to adopt 60% of this and we feel that this would work. And they adopted that and said, okay, we're going to put this into our economic theory. And that's what they worked on right off the cap. And they enacted that as the government theory, and they knew that it didn't work, but they took it from the Heritage Foundation as the working theory of government, knowing it did not work, and so they're also looking at the Heritage Foundation about this 2025 workup of how they want to govern in 2025. See, they knew that shit didn't work. That trickle down theory shit didn't work, but they were willing to adopt it, even though they knew that it didn't work. So they always adopt things from this Heritage Foundation. So I do believe that they for some reason always adopt these things from the Heritage Foundation, and we know that it didn't work. They knew it didn't work when they adopted it. We've seen that it doesn't work, and it only worked for the people at the top. So
Right.
yeah, so you know
It's
we
not
know
supposed to
that.
work.
Yeah, it worked the way it was supposed to work.
Exactly.
Well,
And yeah,
his
just to piggyback off of his question, the people who were involved in Reaganomics and the Reagan administration, the younger ones at least, didn't just go away, right? They got older. They were still
Hmm.
involved in politics and in those same circles, and so those are some of the same people that you see involved in the Donald Trump campaigns or the quote unquote Tea Party or what now you call them Trumpers or whatever in the world. The people didn't go away. So yeah, you still have some similarities because the people never went away.
And
no,
146 people who were in the Donald Trump administration were the people who formatted and created this 2025 policy.
well,
120,
and they're all
146 people.
majority of them at the top are all
Right.
former Trump supporters and people who are part of his cabinet. Um, and now he's running around saying, "Oh, I don't know nothing about that." That's what
I
he's
don't
talking
know.
about
I don't know.
to,
Right, right.
today. He doesn't know anything about this 2025. But the point that I was trying to make is what people back in the 80s and the 70s. And now, they're 60 and 70 years old and they're in power now and they're implementing what they wanted to do 30 years ago.
Right.
That's what
Exactly.
this that's what a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get. Look, these our young people, they can't they, they can't make the effective change that they want to today because it's going to take you 20 years to get in position to make the change. And then we got to
But
also
they've
control
had
the
the
court.
20 years, but they've had the 20 years to get in position, but because they are in position. Look at the courts right now. They are in the position right now. The courts are in the position right now. You don't
Well,
understand. The
the
courts,
Supreme
look at the
Court,
court. It's in the
yeah, look,
position right now.
no, not for us, for
Yes,
them.
it
They
is. Yeah, yeah, for them. It
for
is in position
them.
right now. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they made I mean they made a power move,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is criminal when
Mm-hmm.
Barack Obama was president, and
Mm-hmm.
they held up that
His
nomination for
mm-hmm.
well over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about a
Um,
lame duck president can't nominate a Supreme Court justice, and that's nowhere in the Constitution.
Right.
yeah. Well, Mitch McConnell did that, and we should
Right.
Yeah.
always, everybody. And I'm gonna drop back down because I'm enjoying the conversation. I truly am. But I want to let everybody know. Look, we can go for Pamela, and we can support her, and we're gonna get our first woman of color president. But let's not make the same mistake that we did with Barack. We got Barack in there, and then we let the Congress go. We
Right.
gave him a Republican Congress, and
Didn't
that was
turn out for midterms at all.
right. And we didn't turn out again, and which meant he couldn't. He was hamstringed. He might have been
Right.
the president, but it was a hard 6 years. His first 2 years, he had a Democratic Congress, which is what gave us health care. But after that, he was there, but he couldn't truly do anything. So when I hear people say, well, we had a black president, he couldn't do nothing for us. Well, we didn't go back and support him in the midterms, like you just said, and give him a Congress that could work with him. And that's what we cannot do again with Kamala Harris. We got to give her Congress people that can bring her the laws. All the president does is sign the bill into law, but the Congress, they control the purse strings, and the Senate, they write the laws. We got to put
Right.
those people, it's an up and down ballot. And this is going to be a historic election, but I just hope we don't get all excited. Oh, we going to get her in there. We going to get her in there, and then get comfortable. And that's what we did with Barack. Okay, we safe. We got a brother behind the wheel. Okay, but he still got to go to that gas station and gas up. And depending on who they're pumping the gas, you might not get a full might only get a quarter of a tank. So you can't go as far as you want to go. And I just encourage everybody to vote party line. Don't let them split the vote. And that's what happens. If you're gonna vote Democrat, do the whole ticket. Don't split
Yep.
the vote. We got to give her Congress too. She's got to get a Congress and a Senate, or we're gonna be right back where we were with Barack
True.
Obama. Thank you so much, Ronnie,
All right.
for having
Thank
this
you for coming up.
conversation. I like broad conversations, and you doing your thing. Y'all have a good day.
All right. You as well. All
Well,
right.
shoot, I'm about to get down, but that was
All right.
that was a really good conversation, definitely.
All right. Thank you for coming up, Miss Toby.
All right.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you guys for coming up and having the conversation with me. Yeah, we're gonna have to back this whole ticket if we want to get things done um all the way across the board. So I hope you guys, stay vigilant, all the way across the board, and let's make things happen. So I thank you guys for coming out today. I thank everybody who came up. I think it was Aisha. I think it was Aisha, Babs, Miss Toby, ZX. I think it was Aisha who that was who came up. Uh, ZX, Miss Toby. Who else? Who else? Very Carrie. If anyone I missed, please forgive me. Charge it to my bad memory. Thank you for having me. Uh, Miss Toby, I know you had to go and drop down and walk Tiana. Thank you for coming, everybody who came up. And please don't forget, we are going to be playing Jeopardy. We're going to have all different types of topics. If you are a member, please come out. We have a prize pot. Winner takes all, $100 prize pot. And if you want to add to the prize pot, is $100 prize pot. Winner takes all different topics. Come out and play Jeopardy with us. It is 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means that is 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Um, 3 p.m. Central Time. Hope to see you there. Um, and that's all I have for you today. I had a great time having talking with you guys this morning. Uh, Please like and share. If you want to support the channel, Cash App a $ Ronnie Q. Um, please hit the like button. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you on the YouTube streets. God bless you. All right. Bye bye.